I want my daughter. My daughter's dead in that house, and I know she's in there. And I want my daughter. I want my daughter dead or alive. I want my daughter.
This is the story of Dominique Davis, a 28-year-old woman who went missing and later found dead shortly after arguing with her boyfriend on Facebook Live. Her boyfriend was caught on Ring doorbell telling people to come pick her up, but despite that he claimed he had nothing to do with her death.
Please don't get Dominique.
This episode will show the time they both started arguing on Facebook Live just moments before she went missing and killed.
People fed
I stamped it, man. I put that on my
Hey, what fab the P at? What fab?
No.
People fed.
Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories. Dominique Davis was born and raised in the vibrant city of Memphis, Tennessee. Growing up in the inner city, Dominique experienced both the challenges and joys of life in a bustling urban environment. Known for her lively spirit and infectious laughter, she quickly became a beloved figure among her family and friends. Dominique's early years were marked by a strong sense of community and family bonds, which would later play a crucial role in the events that unfolded. As a child, Dominique attended local schools and was actively involved in community activities. Her outgoing nature and ability to make friends easily earned her a wide circle of acquaintances. Dominique was really great at singing. That was her major hobby.
I never thought I'd see a time that it would be so far away from home, so far away from me. Just think of all the moments.
Despite the hardships that often accompanied life in the inner city, Dominique remained optimistic and determined to build a better future for herself and her loved ones. Dominique's relationship with Vito, her boyfriend, was a central part of her life. The two were often seen together, sharing moments of joy and facing challenges as a couple.
Hold on. Let me take a shot. Because I got my words screwed in. Like, it's Walter's birthday, y'all. Hey, rest in peace, Mac Walter. Hold on, y'all. Let me go live. I'm going live, and I gotta give GD his credit. GD Walter. Give me my phone.
It's my motherfucking phone.
Baby. Hey, stop playing with me on God. I'm on live. I gotta give GD that credit, y'all.
That nigga like this, boy. You gotta be cool, baby.
We coolin'. Hey, we just coolin' it. We ain't going steady. Hey. Y'all, my cousin.
Man, quit playing with me like we ain't going steady, man. Cause
hey, man, the
last nigga.
Folks to the world blow GDI, put it in their face for you, cause you ain't here to represent.
Friends and family described their relationship as intense, with highs and lows that were sometimes difficult to navigate. Vito was known for his charismatic personality, which initially drew Dominique to him. However, as time passed, their relationship became increasingly tumultuous. The couple often posted about their lives on social media, sharing both happy and difficult moments with their followers. Their online presence painted a picture of a passionate relationship, but those close to Dominique knew that things were not always as rosy as they appeared. Despite the ups and downs, Dominique remained committed to Vito, hoping that their love would eventually overcome the challenges they faced. The incident that would change everything occurred on New Year's Eve, 2023. Dominique and Vito decided to celebrate the occasion together, starting with a Facebook Live session to share their festivities with friends and family. During the live broadcast, Dominique could be seen enjoying herself, laughing, and toasting to the new year. However, as the night progressed, the atmosphere shifted. In the background of the live video, Vito could be heard arguing with Dominique. He seemed agitated and upset, and their argument grew more intense as the night wore on. At one point, Dominique mentioned the recent loss of a family member, which appeared to escalate the situation further. Despite her attempts to keep the celebration going,
you gotta pop your collar and go to church on. Tell Tasia happy birthday, baby. Man, happy birthday. It's her birthday when I had her birthday January 2nd. Man, I ain't playing, man, my P. My own God, I snapped it. I ain't got no complaints about 2023. 2023 was
Baby, we gave our P card up. We gave them hoes up. Them hoes weren't loyal. Them hoes weren't loyal. Them hoes weren't even paying like that.
God, a P put steak on my plate. A P put fat on me.
I barely got a chop off them hoes.
You heard me, but a P put fat on me.
Look,
a P put fat
on me. I stamped it, I put that on my
Hey, what fab the P at? What fab? No. A P put fat on me.
Despite her attempts to keep the celebration going, it was clear that tensions were running high. Around 10:30 p.m., a doorbell camera captured Vito arriving at Dominique's mother's house. He was seen ringing the doorbell and asking someone to come get Dominique.
Please come get Dominique.
The footage showed Vito wearing the same clothes he had on during the Facebook Live session, confirming that he had been with Dominique earlier in the evening. Following the incident, Dominique's family became increasingly concerned when they could not reach her. Her mother, Dominique Davis, took to social media, pleading for information about her daughter's whereabouts. She posted pictures of Dominique and Vito, along with a desperate message asking for help in finding her missing daughter. Within hours, the story began to spread across social media, drawing the attention of the local community and law enforcement.
I want my daughter. My daughter's dead in the house, and I know she's in there. And I want my daughter. I want my daughter dead or alive. I want my daughter.
That is the desperate plea of a woman who wants to find her missing daughter. Her name is Dominique Davis. She is 40 years old. She was last seen in Memphis 3 days ago. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Darcy Thomas.
I'm Daryl Green. Memphis police have issued a missing persons alert as friends and family members take matters into their own hands at this point.
Fox 13's Daniel Wilkerson is joining us live near Summer, near Highland Avenue. Daniel, that is the last location that this woman was seen.
Yeah, that was the last location. I'm told that this is a business, but as you can see there are different units to this business. I'm told that there are residential units inside, and so she may not have been visiting the business. She may have been visiting one of the residential units. But take a look. This is what it looked like a little while ago. Several, I would estimate 40 to 50 of her family and friends were here. They passed out missing persons flyers. They were very emotional, as you might imagine. Her mother tells me that she lost another daughter to domestic violence back in 2009. She says, as it relates to this latest incident of another daughter missing, she says she doesn't have a good feeling about it.
She's in there. She's in that house.
Why do you think that?
I feel it in my gut. I had a daughter killed before, and I know I got a daughter killed before, and I feel it in my gut.
Come home, Dominique.
Now, I want to stress, police have not confirmed, they have not confirmed that her daughter is dead or that she's even in this building. Now, just after that interview, police took the mother down to the missing persons division of MPD. Back out live, I mentioned that flyer. Here is that flyer that the family members were handing out. Of course, if you have seen this woman, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH. DG.
The Memphis police quickly launched an investigation, focusing on Vito as a person of interest. Given the footage and Dominique's family's statements, it was clear that Vito was the last person to see her before she disappeared. As the investigation unfolded, Vito was taken into custody for questioning. His initial statements were inconsistent, raising further suspicion. Authorities obtained a search warrant for Vito's residence, hoping to find clues that could shed light on what had happened. During the search, they found several personal items belonging to Dominique, including her purse and shoes, which contradicted Vito's claim that she had left with all her belongings. Her family members was upset about what had happened. Her sister went on social media to talk about how she felt.
I've been up all night. So everything about this Vito nigga, Vincent Woods, where he stay at on 36, 38 Summer, I know all that. I done did my research. What I want to know is, where the fuck is my sister? Quit calling me, telling me about dude. I know everything I need to know about dude. Dude is done for. I'm trying to find out where my sister is. If y'all don't know where my sister at, quit calling my phone. Don't call my phone if you ain't calling me, telling me you see my sister, you got my sister, you finna pull up with my sister, you took my sister to the hospital, or whatever. Don't call me. I stamped it. Don't call my phone if you don't know where my sister is. I'm trying to find my sister. I don't give a fuck about dude. I already know what I need to know. So quit fucking calling me, telling me about dude.
2 days after searching around her boyfriend's house, officers discovered a body and later confirmed it was that of Dominique Davis. She had been found not too far from her boyfriend's house.
Members say they were told that 40-year-old Dominique Davis was found deceased days after her boyfriend reportedly told them he put her out of his vehicle off Summer Avenue. WREG's Shay Arthur is live tonight after speaking with those relatives. And Shay, what are they telling you?
Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Greg. Yeah, this really is such a heartbreaking update here. But we do want to be clear tonight that Memphis police have not confirmed to us that she has died. This is what family is telling us tonight. Her sister is now hoping for answers as they lean on each other for support. Tonight, the sister of Dominique Davis says her family is hurting.
It's like a link out of the chain is missing, you know.
Davis is initially from Memphis, but has been living in Las Vegas. She recently made the trip back to the Bluff City to spend time with her boyfriend. Family reported 40-year-old Davis missing New Year's Day. They said the last time they had heard of her whereabouts was Saturday. Her mother said she had talked to Davis's boyfriend, who told her he had put her out of his vehicle off Summer Avenue. The next day, New Year's Eve, Davis didn't show up to church with her mother. Davis's sister, Tamika Outlaw, says as they didn't hear from her, their mother's concern started to grow.
But after a certain time, well, my mama just kept saying she had a bad feeling in her stomach. She was like, something not right. You know, I've lost a child before. And, you know, she just kept saying something not right.
The family has spent the last few days looking for Davis, putting up signs in the area where she was last seen, and says they were notified of the tragic news by police.
Officially on yesterday.
According to a police report, officers say they searched Davis's boyfriend's apartment and located her belongings. They say her boyfriend told them they got into an argument and he had dropped her off in the area of Summer and High Point Terrace. He showed officers his text messages and times where he's attempted to call Davis, telling her to come get her belongings, but said he never heard back from her. Outlaw described her sister.
A firecracker. She was very outgoing, loved people, loved to sing. Oh my goodness, had a voice like an angel, pretty as she wanted to be. And she was just an awesome person.
She commended Memphis police for their work.
How fast they moved and how supportive they were.
The family says this isn't the first time they've dealt with tragedy, saying 14 years ago they lost another sister to domestic violence.
And we just try and be there for each other as much as possible.
Her boyfriend continued to claim he didn't know what happened to her despite him telling them on Ring Doorbell to come get her. He decided to give his own side of the story.
Get out at night. So I took her to her mama's house. There was me ringing the doorbell because she was already acting out of pocket. So I'm like, hell nah. I'm like, man, please somebody come open the door. This shit on Facebook, live, all this shit. So after didn't nobody come to the door, I'm like, she told me, some, nah, don't drop me. I'm like, hell nah, man, I'm finna drop you out. You up here trying to put your hands on me and shit. So I had to shoot all the way back to my house. So I shoot all the way back to my house. She steady trying to fuck with me while I'm driving. So I'm 5 minutes away from my house, about a little wing play. So I told her to get out of my motherfucking car. So I let her have my car. I'm on camera letting her have my car. That's why I'm still free right now. All right, so I let her have my car. I closed my door. I ain't even get out when I did all this. I just handed her phone and I drove off. So I wasn't even 5 minutes. I was like 3 minutes from my house. So I had pulled up. I dropped my truck off. I parked and I had went in the house. I had let my dog outside and everything. Fool. I ain't never
Where she was at when you got back to the house?
They found her body behind a building somewhere, behind the goddamn pawn shop. You gotta have a gate to go through my gate and let somebody drove her body over there in their car because it's cameras right here. It's a pawn shop. They said number guns in both of these buildings right here. You see what I'm saying? Somebody put her body back there. Somebody did this shit, try to plant that shit on me. I drove off after I left her down the street. She was alive. I gave her phone and everything.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Who by her? Did she fly in from Cali like they saying she did?
She flew. It's her second time coming from Vegas. Like she stayed in Vegas, but she was staying with me. She moved back from Vegas to stay with me.
I'm saying, bro, who would want to do that to her randomly?
My ex, I'm telling you, my ex, them been beefing. They been sitting up here watching my house and everything. My ex and her best friends, they 45 years old. They didn't like my girlfriend. They ain't like her. I told the detective everything. I let the detective come get my truck. They came and got my truck and everything. They looked in my house. Everything been still the same since we left. There's cameras all around this motherfucker.
So they found her on the other street behind the building. You know, I'd have been there before.
Yeah, they found her on the other street behind the building. I didn't never go. You know what I'm saying? It's cameras all around this. Her bees got cameras. The goddamn dog daycare got cameras. The pawn shop got cameras. I got cameras. That's why I'm still. How the fuck I did that to a whole grown day? I don't put my hands on no woman, or I ain't never killed nobody. I don't do no shit like that. And the detective said, was you willing to take a lie detector? I said, yes, I will take a lie detector test because, first of all, I love my woman. And I said, that ain't even in my bloodline to do no shit like that. You can tell when a motherfucker telling the truth and when a nigga lying.
They trying to take the lie like you were being jealous of her because she was talking about another nigga and shit like that.
No, she was not. That girl stayed with me. She just moved. Bro, this woman just came back down here. This woman just came back down here. This woman was just staying with me. All her clothes and luggages was in my house the same way she left. I was sitting up here. I had my door open the same night that I had put out my truck because I thought she was going to cool off and scrub off. You know how you...
Well, you say your ex-girlfriend don't like her, bro. You think bitches actually kidnapping a motherfucker, killing them, and putting them up?
Man, I don't know what the fuck they doing. I don't know what the fuck they doing. All I know is she could have had somebody to do something to that girl or had somebody watching my house or some shit like that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's too many cameras over here for them not to catch shit on the camera, bro. That's what I'm saying.
So eventually they finna come up with the cameras, eventually.
Yes, they got them. And then the cameras see me park my car. The camera see me going in the house. Then the camera see me the next day. The next day I had to go get some gas and a jug to fill my truck up because I was with her and drive her to different places. I ain't even had no gas in my truck the next day. So I walked to the store to go get some gas and I put it in my truck. Her mama got to call him out, but her sister had inboxed me on Facebook and said, call me ASAP, Vito. And this when I noticed something wasn't right. So I called her sister phone. I was like, what's going on? She said, where my sister at? I said, I ain't seen your sister since I put her out my damn truck. She said, why you put my sister out? And she told me, so what time was it? I said, it was 11:30 when your sister started cutting up. I had just tried to take her to your mama's house, and her mama wasn't there. Her mama lied and said she was going to be there. Her mama was never there at the house.
You said she was cutting up like y'all were arguing before she got out the car?
We weren't arguing. She was just acting aggressive, like trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, like put her hands on me type shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't want me to drop her off. She didn't want to go to church. She wanted to be around me, and I was like, hell, nah, I can't. I barely even know her, but you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to find out what's the best place to take her to. You know what I'm saying? So I took her to her mama's house. That's the only place I really know where her folks stayed. Her mama's house, the only house that I know her family members.
Her boyfriend has moved on with another lady and is currently in a relationship with someone else. The investigation is still ongoing and the police have not reached a conclusion. We hope the case gets a conclusion soon. And we also hope she gets the justice she deserves soon. Our sincere condolences to the friends and family of Dominique Davis. May her soul continue to rest in peace. Please stay safe out there, and we shall see you guys in the next video.